Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing tourism authorities in Thailand. And by authorities, I simply mean folks who spend a lot of time dealing with tourism, and it could even be government ministries, because there is a Ministry of Tourism here in Thailand. But we're talking about anyone who deals directly with tourism, and then those kind of folks discussing Thai immigration. I'm not going to name names or do anything like that, but the point of this video is I have seen a lot of information be kind of misconstrued and misunderstood during the past few months. And part of this is because people aren't really looking at the sources of the information that they are analyzing, or at least I should say they're not taking into consideration the source from whence the information comes, especially in an immigration context. So what I'm trying to say here is you need to be aware who's saying what with respect to Thai immigration. If it's an immigration officer, that's one thing, and certainly I think that carries a lot of weight. If it's a direct announcement of immigration policy from the immigration apparatus, that also major thing to take into consideration, or a statement being made by a spokesperson for Thai immigration generally, or the head of Thai immigration, the chief of the Immigration Bureau here in Thailand. That's someone who you should put a lot of weight behind. Meanwhile, there are folks that operate within certain tourism authorities here in Thailand, and there are various ones. It's not any one authority I'm pointing out to, because there's been a lot going on here. And some of these are organizations of businesses that are in the tourism field. Sometimes we're simply talking about a few private companies that deal with tourism-related matters. And you will see them making statements about the future of possible Thai immigration developments, etc. You need to view those for what they are, in my opinion. And yes, they can have a lot of weight. I mean, for example, in a government context, yes, when the Minister of Tourism makes comments regarding Thai tourism, yes, I'm going to definitely give that a great deal of consideration when trying to formulate my thoughts on where things are going with respect to both tourism and immigration to Thailand. But at the end of the day, it is the authorities within the Immigration Bureau and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that are going to dictate immigration and visa policy for the Kingdom of Thailand. And for this reason, I think it's generally a good idea, and the reason I'm making this video, again, it's not to sort of belittle anyone at all. Again, tourism authorities, tourism organizations, they can provide a lot of insight. We cite them frequently on this channel, but you need to look at them for what they are when you're looking at them in an immigration context, because at the end of the day, it is the immigration apparatus and the government policymakers above them that are going to set policy with respect to Thai immigration. It is not necessarily going to be anyone within a tourism-related organization here in Thailand that's actually going to set policy or implement or execute or administer policy associated with immigration and visas for the Kingdom of Thailand.